So you finished the main story in Odyssey or got to the max level, and then what? Well, in this video I'll discuss all the things you can do on the max level to make your character the best it can be. So if you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. At the time of this recording, level 50 is the max level in Odyssey, and by the time you reach that, you likely already finished the family story of the game, got to the #1 spot on the mercenary ladder by killing the mercenaries that come after you get a bounty, and maybe you already killed all the mythical creatures as well. If not, then I recommend that you totally do this as soon as possible. You know where to start thanks to the Odyssey section of the quest window. Here you also find the quest for all the cultists in the game. People you of course also want to chase to fully upgrade your Spear of Leonidas for more adrenaline and the higher level abilities, and of course for the legendary armor sets that are really nice to use on the max level, or for the legendary engravings you get once you get the full armor set that you can then put on other items. Odyssey is huge though, and there are way more things that you can do to enhance your character and unlock new rewards. One of those things are the Ostrakus puzzles that give you access to special engravings that you can see in the engraving window. So what I would recommend first is go to this engraving window and then check the engraving you would like to get, and then complete these Ostrakus to unlock this reward. You first need to get the document you find in the different locations that you see thanks to their description. So use Icarus to scout and then find the document, and once you get it, go to the location of the riddle to claim the engraving. But yeah, it's harder than it sounds, but I put a link to a great guide with all the locations for these Ostrakus in the description down below, so you can check it out and hunt them all if you want. Another max level activity is one you likely already knew about, but is totally recommended, and that is the arena that you find over here on the map. And while you can already do some activities on a lower level, there is one boss on level 50 and also level 50 challenges that open up after you killed all the enemies in the arena once. So yes, like I said, it's not only cool to fight in this arena, but also worth checking out for the legendary gear and some other nice rewards. And the arena is also linked to a pretty cool side quest that gives the arena more personality. Speaking of side quests, you likely did not finish all of them now that you reached the max level or finished the main story. So totally fun to backtrack for some romances or for some special rewards. Some are also tied to the cultist, so if you haven't killed them all yet, then it's totally worth it to keep an eye out for these quests so you can hunt them down. There are also side quests that have you do things all over Greece, something that is obviously way easier now that you are the max level, with all the enemies being around your level as well. So I totally recommend the Ambition Spartan quest, and the one over here in Athens under the big statue, as I already showed you in other videos as well, will reward you in the end with a legendary weapon that I'll have a video on really soon, so keep an eye out for that. Some side quests are also tied to trophies and achievements that continue stories with characters you already knew, like business opportunities that you find over here on the map. A life's dedication is also one of those quests, and a lost and found quest can be found here in a cave on this small island. You very likely already know about the Daughters of Artemis quest. I of course recommend that you do, to kill all the legendary animals all over Greece for the Artemis armor set, the death arrows, and also a cool bow. Something you likely already started, but it's nice to chase after the main story or on the max level for all the rewards. This also needed for a trophy or achievement, and that of course is also something you can chase, the Platinum Trophy or all the points on the Xbox or PC. One of the things that can take some time that are also required for these achievements are the underwater locations. So loot all the treasures in these locations. Yeah, that is a lot of traveling and swimming, so totally grab that trident for the unlimited underwater breathing. I of course already showed you this item in a recent video that you can watch by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of the video as well. If you have the spear equipped, then the locations will of course be way easier to complete. So again, time consuming, but the rewards are there as well, like many cosmetics for your ship, as I showed you in my ship crew video already. And I want to do one on the sails as well that you find in the game. I by the way put a picture in the description that shows you all the underwater locations, so you can easily know where to find them. Maybe you already found some while exploring the world, and that is of course also something that you can do when you hit the max level. Travel to islands and areas you haven't visited yet. Then you might also stumble upon some legendary weapons that are hidden in the world. I got a video about some of them on the channel, and the awesome looking pilgrim outfit is also obtainable in these legendary chests. And there's once again also a trophy tied to uncovering every area in the game. So that's a nice reward for exploring too. And you might encounter some special ships, so while sailing as well, those can put up a fight and give you their luck after you defeated them. So I did not really have issues with these ships, but it's still of course handy to fully upgrade your Adrastea, because it will come in handy later, so it's totally something you want to chase on the max level. You will need a lot of resources that you will likely have enough of on the max level, but you also have to go after the agent tablets that you can also find in the world. Again, a map with all the locations in the description down below. So totally go to these locations, loot the tablets and get all the upgrades for your ship to make your ship as strong as possible. And the best lieutenants of course also help with that. I made a video recently with some tips on how to get the best characters for on your ship with level 5 perks and of course a legendary one. So totally check that out, because you want to chase these powerful allies on the max level, since they will come in handy against the live events that are happening every Tuesday. If you follow the channel, then you are very likely aware every Tuesday a new ship or mercenary appears in the world, and you got 1 week to take it out for Orichalcum ore, an epic gear item, and in the case of the ship design. So yes, totally worth starting the game for every week to get the rewards, especially the Orichalcum ore that you can spend at the Eagles of the Olympian store for a chance at a Helix Store item or a Helix Store item in the weekly selection. And of course, if you are not aware, the Eagles of the Olympian store is over here in Pilgrim's Landing. And you can find the live events starting every Tuesday at the weekly reset time on the message board, and you will see them thanks to the blue sort of Eagles icon next to it. Here you will also find the first weekly quest that has you kill a certain group of enemies before the week is over. This again is different every week and also rewards you with Orichalcum ore. And then we also have the daily quest that is different for everyone per day and can easily be completed. And this gives you 10 Orichalcum ore, and that is again really nice to get the legendary items from the Helix store, from the Olympian gifts, or just spend it in the Eagles of the Olympian store when they sell something that you want, including new epic gear. And that is great, because epic gear is in many cases better than legendary gear thanks to the extra perk on this purple gear. Doing the activities that reward you with these purple items can be nice to chase too. And while all the other activities I mentioned in this video can be done like in order, like it does not matter when you do it, I would recommend that you like go and chase the epic gear when you've done all the other things already, to create a great epic build with the best perk per epic item. Because while doing all the other things I mentioned in this video, you will already encounter mercenaries, leaders and other enemies that also drop this loot. And you already get some nice epic gear from the quest I mentioned in Sparta and Athens. So totally do these first, and then when you're done like everything and want to like perfect your build, then you can totally do some conquest battles or kill some mercenaries on the max level to get the gear you want. Because that is of course the thing with epic gear, the perks on it are random, while for legendary gear they are set. On level 50 you have far from all the abilities unlocked, let alone upgraded them all to level 3. Well, apart from leveling, there's another way to get the ability points, namely from the agent steles that you can find in the tombs all over Greece. There should be 22 in the game in total that all give you a new ability point, so that can really make your character even stronger and also make it so you don't have to like reset your abilities all the time when you want to switch a playstyle. And then when Ubisoft decides to upgrade the level cap, we should get another ability point that way as well, because in the Project Stream version of the game, a higher level cap is already found with a new ability point per increased level beyond 50 as well. So maybe that is something we will see in the game soon as well. In the post-launch content trailer, Ubisoft already announced the new Game Plus mode that will of course let us replay the whole game with all our gear and the skills and way more we already unlocked. So that will of course extend our playtime as well. And that and the live events are just the tip of the iceberg in terms of post-launch content. We should get 3 new quests called the Lost Tales of Greece, and new mythical creatures will appear in the world that we can then fight, likely for high level players as well. So while there is a ton to do in the game already, Ubisoft will keep expanding that as well. And if you have the season pass, there will be new episodes starting December and then every 6 weeks as well, with a completely new storyline, likely new areas, gear and way more to collect. I'll of course keep you up to date here on the channel with everything you need to know about the new stuff that Ubisoft will bring to the game. So even if you already completed everything in this video, again, that will take a while, then there will still be new stuff for you to do in Odyssey. I just did a big interview with the post-launch content director on things that are coming to the game, and I will be able to share info from that interview. Trust me, you really want to hear this. So yes, that one will be up soon. Keep an eye out on the channel, subscribe to miss nothing. Of course, hit the bell icon to be notified when a new video goes live. Like this video to support channel, check out that video about the trident or the best lieutenants with a pretty cool pro tip you likely did not know on how to get the best lieutenants in the game. And I will of course speak to you next time. Goodbye.